Sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101 AFC Championship post-game show, and we'll also recap today's NFC game as well, NFC Championship game. Well, it's hello Super Bowl for the New England Patriots, as the New England Patriots beat the Kansas City Chiefs 37-31 in overtime at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. There were 38 points scored in the fourth quarter, the most points ever scored in an AFC Championship game in the fourth quarter. And the last time an AFC Championship game went to overtime was in 1986 when the Denver Broncos beat the Cleveland Browns in overtime by the final score of 23-20. That last second touchdown pass by Tom Brady sealed the Patriots' win and their ticket to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta, Georgia. And the Kansas City Chiefs and Andy Reid will have to wait another year. But it was a great game, though, because it was really a fun and exciting game. But Kansas City, they had it. They tied it into overtime, but just could not get the win. But I salute the Kansas City Chiefs. They had a great season, although my picks were wrong. But I do salute them for their great season. Nevertheless, the New England Patriots are the AFC champions, and the Lamar Hunt Trophy was presented to them in the locker room. And head coach Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots are on their way to the Super Bowl in Atlanta on Sunday, February 3rd. And, boy, this was just a great game, though. I mean, Patriots were up 14-0 at half, and KC came back, and they were up 21-14, and that was 21-17, and then it was 24, and then it was 24-21, then it was 28-24 because the Chiefs got another touchdown. Then it was 31-28, and then the Chiefs get the field goal. That's what's in overtime, and Tom Brady sealed it with that touchdown pass, and that was your final score, 37-31. The NFC Championship that also ended in overtime today. The LA Rams beat the New Orleans Saints in overtime, 26-23 at Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. And the Rams are the NFC champions and are going to the Super Bowl for the first time since 2001, and for the first time in 19 years. And Rams coach Sean McVay is the youngest head coach to reach the Super Bowl in Rams history. And this was a really great game today. I mean, this was a close one, but I mean, the New Orleans Saints, they led, and the Rams just battled back, and they just could not get the win. And the Rams they kicked a field goal in the overtime. Overtime, and that just sealed the deal and that just clinched it for the Rams, and the Rams are on their way to the Super Bowl, and so, and the last time the Rams were in it, they were the St. Louis Rams. So this is going to be a really great Super Bowl matchup, and I'm looking forward to it on Sunday, February 3rd. And Tom Brady gets the game ball. 14 of 27 carries in the attempts, 298 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. And that means that Super Bowl 53 is set. The LA Rams and the New England Patriots will square off in Super Bowl 53 at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, and we will crown a new Super Bowl champion on Sunday, February 3rd. And kickoff is at 6:30 p.m. on CBS. And in 2 weeks from tonight, and in 2 weeks on February 3rd, Super Bowl Sunday, there'll be a big Super Bowl pregame show, as you know, and I will have on Scott a very special extended edition of Scott Sports 101, and appropriately titled Super Bowl 101, and we will preview the game, and we'll relive some great moments in Super Bowl history from Super Bowls past, and we'll have trivia questions, and we'll preview the Super Bowl halftime show. We'll mention that, and I'll lead up to the kickoff of Super Bowl 53 at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, and I said kickoff is at 6:30 p.m. on CBS. So I'm looking forward to that, and on Sunday, February 3rd, in 2 weeks. So how about that? And hard to believe, two both AFC and NFC championship games end in overtime today. Boy, I think this is the first time that two championship games have ended in overtime, I believe. And boy, they were both great games. And boy, were they ever. And that's going to wrap it up for this for the Scott Sports 101 AFC Championship postgame show. And I will be back tomorrow with my regular Scott Sports 101 broadcast. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day, in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.